Is this the best view in Austin, Texas? Let's see. In this video, I'm walking you through homes that have incredible views that are under $1 million and are built by Perry Homes. Now, we're going to tour the model home, but later on in the video, I'm going to show you a home that's much higher in square footage, actually over 3,200 square feet, that has an incredible view off the backyard. But I want to start right here in this model home, which is the 2373 plan with Perry Homes. Now, the name of the plan is also the approximate square footage. We have 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and this is a 1-story plan that opens up to this incredible view off of the back of the home. And that's really what we're gonna hone in on. If you like views, I will show you where you can get views, not just here in this community, but across Austin. And we're gonna cover all of that in this home tour. Now, my name is Raj Sahu. I'm a realtor in the Austin, Texas area, and I've represented clients with 20 builders, including Perry, multiple times. So I'm going to give you the perspective of walking these homes with dozens and dozens of buyers, and I'll also talk a little bit about my experience at the design studio with Perry, where I've seen people build 3,000 square foot homes, 4,000 square foot homes, and even beyond. In this home, they have a 5-burner gas stovetop. They use very light colors in the kitchen to keep it very light and bright. I like that hexagon kitchen backsplash going up to this under cabinet vent hood, and it just ties in all the colors that are here in this kitchen. I also think that at the design studio, I remember seeing a lot of great vent hood options with Perry, and I would say some builders match those great vent hood options in the kitchen, but there are some that build very large homes, luxury homes with incredible views, but they barely have any options like that. And I think that that's tough in the kitchen. I actually just got back from the design studio with one of my clients, and they did a cabinet wrap around this huge kitchen island in their home, and they matched that same wrap with the vent hood. And then all the other cabinets were white, which was different from the light brown color that they used. And so it makes your eyes get attracted into this kitchen island and the vent hood. And I see builders like Perry do that really well. Now, what I like about this home, other than the view, which we will get back there and I can't wait for you to see, I like how they extended the cabinets all the way down. So you have this dining area right after the kitchen. So if you're not much of a dining person, you want it combined with your main living area, this is definitely a great plan for that. But those cabinets getting extended all the way down just makes that space feel larger, makes the kitchen feel larger. Also, this living room is fantastic, where it opens up to those sliding glass doors going all the way out to that backyard and that view. That's incredible. And this is what I want people to imagine, that when you're in your main living area, which is often where I find people saying that they spend most of their time, it's in their kitchen, their living room, especially when they're home from work, they just want to decompress. Imagine that's your TV, everything opens up to the dining room and the kitchen, and then you have that incredible view just opening up this space so much more. And what's great about that view is you have that here in the living room with the sliding glass doors. I'll show you the back patio in a second, but I want to show you the view from the primary bedroom. And while we head over to the primary bedroom, I think my videographer is going to open up this closet. That's just a linen closet, but I tell my videographer, Marc, when you're walking through homes, I want you to cover as many details as possible. And by the way, I do walk these homes as well, but I always catch these homes on a cloudy day, especially when I'm walking these homes during the winter months, where we do get a little bit more cloudy days than usual. But I told him, go out here on a sunny day, cover as many details as possible, simply because a lot of people who reach out to me are software engineers, IT consultants, a lot of people in tech that are very detail oriented. And so I want to cover those details. And I also want to capture views like this off of your primary bedroom. That's what I want everybody to imagine. When people ask me, why do people keep moving to the Austin metro area? Why is it still moving, even though the market did pull back like it did everywhere else? But why are still people going there? And the answer is simply the beauty that's here. I think people are surprised that this is possible in Central Texas, that even at just over 2,300 square feet, you could have a bathroom like this that has a very cool contrast when it comes to design, but also feels very spacious. You walk into this bathroom, you have vanities on either side, you got the freestanding tub that's right behind me. and then a walk-in shower behind that freestanding tub that we'll get to here in a second. And this is actually a Perry signature. I don't think they formally say that that's a Perry signature, but I've been noticing it when I walk through this bathroom, even though it's a little bit smaller than the other Perry homes that I've done, closer to about 3,300 square feet. One was 3,900 square feet, and then one was over 4,000. The home format actually feels a little bit similar. Everything was just bigger in those homes. So you had a bigger closet here, and then the walk-in shower was actually open with glass to the rest of the bathroom. So if you can imagine, opposite of this shower head, the wall to the right of that is going to be all glass that would open up to the bathroom, and that just makes it feel so luxurious. In fact, one of my buyers got frameless glass shower, so this was all encased with glass. It was much bigger, and it just made that freestanding tub pop because everything else was glass, and you could see through into this walk-in shower and all the beautiful tile that went up to the ceiling, and it provided an accent behind this freestanding tub that I thought was very cool. Now, obviously, they didn't do that here, but they will, like most builders, cut down on some of the things they'll do in some of their homes as the square footage gets less, but there are still options that you can do structurally with Perry as well as at the design studio. And I think they have great options for the most part relative to other builders. Now, in this primary bathroom, we do have 2 closets on either side, which I think is always great. You don't have to fight for space when you're in here. It just gets divided up. And while we head out to the back patio, which I'm excited for you to see next, I had a couple things for you. Number one, if you want to see a bigger home, stick with me. I'll show you that later on in the video that has an incredible view. It's actually just under 3,300 square feet, and it's a 2-story plan with very tall ceilings in the living room. The second thing I want to mention is we are in the community of Sweetwater, and this community has incredible views. In fact, the sections that it's currently building in has great topography and has lots that capture the beauty of Austin, Texas. Now, what you're seeing in the back behind this home, that parking lot there, that's actually the Overlook Club. So that's one of the amenities that's offered here in Sweetwater. You see a pool there in the distance, and I can't tell you how amazing that is. Breathtaking. You go just walk around there and you get views. Do you see all that dirt in the back? That's one of the sections that's open currently in Sweetwater. So if you want details on that, reach out to me. If you love views, I know where all the options are. I'm walking a lot of these lots, and then I have my videographer get all the shots that we need, not just of homes, but also of dirt lots. I get drone shots of the best options that are out there, and then I provide those shots to my clients that work with me so that they can get a front row seat to the best options while they're still located out of state. And I can't tell you how useful that is, because when you come into Austin prepared, your trip is so efficient. When you visit here and you already know what the options are, what the builders are like, you've already kind of narrowed things down and you just hit the ground running. But if you do the opposite and you come in not prepared to your trip here to Austin, I find so many times people visit Austin and then they reach out to me after and they say, oh, there weren't any options in that one community. And I tell them, yeah, but options are coming up in 2 to 3 months. And it was that dirt patch that was next to that section. And then they didn't see that dirt patch. And that's something I would have pointed out. A lot of times with builders, especially, they need to sell what's in front of them. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're not going to keep telling you what's coming up in a community, but they tell me because they know I have lots of clients that are interested in new construction. So if you need help with that, definitely reach out to me. I'd be happy to help. We saw a utility room prior to this, and then we have a full bathroom here because we have a couple bedrooms close by. While we go through those 2 bedrooms, I want to go back to the community of Sweetwater. So Sweetwater is in Austin, Texas, but it's right on the edge of Austin and Lakeway, which is a neighboring suburb that has gorgeous hills and has the Colorado River running through it, and it's just beautiful. Sweetwater captures that beauty like I showed you behind this home, but also within the neighborhood, you have a clubhouse, you have a hilltop park, you have a 10-acre complex that has 4 pools, which has a kids pool, like splash pad. We even have a fitness center, an outdoor pavilion. There's so many other things that I can mention, like athletic fields, cabanas, hammocks, putting green, just so much going on in this community. And I love communities like this for that reason, where you have not just things to do around here because of the topography that offers hiking and biking, and the Colorado River that offers water sports, but you just have things inside the community to get people out and about, meeting their neighbors, having fun. And also on top of all of that, we have schools that feed into Lake Travis ISD. ISD is Independent School District. And right now the elementary school is rather new. It's about a year or two old. Had a client build their home right next to the elementary school right after it finished. That's called Rough Hollow Elementary. And then it's Lake Travis Middle School and Lake Travis High School. I can show you the ratings of all the schools around the Austin metro area. I can actually pull them up on a map where it shows each rating and where it's located. So I can show you where the trend is happening. And by the way, I should give a disclaimer. I don't usually put schools in my videos because, of course, around new construction, these schools do change. So definitely check this. If you're looking at this video in the future, schools do change when new schools are built out for obvious reasons. They need to switch where kids are going to school, or they have a school that's built a little bit closer to a community. Now, getting back into the plan, this is a mud bench, and that's because opposite of this mud bench would be access to your garage. So you'd have a garage entry in there, not in here. That's just going to be a coat closet. But there would be a garage, but this is a model home, so they have that shown as a builder agent's office space. But that would be a 2-car garage opposite of this mud bench. And then we have one other bedroom that has an in-suite full bathroom that we'll get to in a second. Now, while we head over there, I do want to mention, I like how those 2 bedrooms are tucked away down that hallway, but in one-story plans, sometimes I find the hallways have so much space. It's like a maze to kind of get everywhere around your one-story plan, and that's square footage. It's square footage just used to get from one location to another. And sometimes I get people that say, this one-story plan didn't feel as big as the square footage mentioned, and that's because a lot of your square footage is being used for hallways. In this plan, I like how they strategically put different rooms in certain locations that give them privacy, like those 2 bedrooms with a full bathroom were kind of tucked in a small hallway, and then this bedroom really doesn't have much of a hallway, but it's tucked in to give whoever's in here some privacy. And then I like how they did a full bathroom in suite and did the mud set walk-in shower. Now, when I say mud set, that means they actually dig into the concrete to allow for you to put tile down there. And so that takes out the lip in a lot of cases. Sometimes you might still have a lip depending on the builder, but that's usually with like an acrylic pan where they don't really have to dig into the concrete as much. Also, in this walk-in shower, I like the accent they did down the middle with that black tile going all the way up the middle. It matches really well with the cabinets, and they provide a white grout outline around that black hexagon tile. Very cool design stuff. Simple things like this where if you want a contrast in your bathroom, the cabinets were dark, the countertops were light, and then your eyes go right to that accent because it's such a stark contrast in that walk-in shower. I find it's the simple things in design that make things look very, very cool and attract many buyers. And speaking of attracting buyers, I think you'll see the similar design, maybe not all of the fixtures that you see, all the accent walls, like you see the behind the bed in this bedroom, they painted the wall here. You may not see that in their inventory homes. This is a model home, so it tends to be upgraded beyond what most average homeowners do. But I think if you stick with me, I'll show you that home that's just under 3,300 square feet. It is staged in the common areas, and I think you'll find Perry does even great upgrades in their inventory homes. Now, we do have the study here, which I think is great, located right off the front of the home. So you get these great windows looking out to the front driveway. That accent wall with that giant clock is very cool. If you're really into Zoom backgrounds, maybe you work from home, maybe you're in tech, this is a great study. And I think Perry overall does their studies really well. I like even just the glass insert inside the doors, opening up that space. Now, if you liked that study, maybe you're somebody who wants more space and you like the idea of new construction, but you're overwhelmed with all the options that are out there, reach out to me. This is my number one focus. In fact, I had my own first cousins want to sell their home. They live 5 minutes away from me, and I referred that to one of my realtor partners because I want to focus on what I'm good at, and this is it. Now, I want to hear from you in the comments. What did you think of the 2373 plan with Perry Homes? And what did you think about the view that's here? And if you want to see a bigger home with a view built by Perry, hang with me for a second. If you have an idea on pricing in this market, it will help you so much. And I put that on my website at the top of the description of this video. And if you need help navigating through all the options that are here, understanding your pros and cons, shoot me a call, shoot me a text. My number's at the bottom of the description of this video. Finally, if you want that home that's bigger, that's open to the second story in the living room, and has an incredible view off your backyard, go ahead and click on the thumbnail on this side of your screen. And as always, I hope this helps. Take care, everyone.